I have a sort of a request because you're an expert. So before we get into a little deeper, can we just do, or can you show us how to do like 3 breaths? How would you suggest doing it? Because I know people would love to learn from somebody like you. I know I've been practicing a little bit of deep breathing,
Yeah.
but can you take us through like a 3 deep breath thing that people could try?
Yeah, I think very simply, without getting into like any of the technical types of pranayama practice, it's what's called pranayama in the yogic world, is a very simple breath that we can all do that actually helps with our sympathetic nervous system. And that is a part of our nervous system that is that fight, flight, or freeze state. And when we're always in this like heightened anxiety, we're in that sympathetic nervous system state. So if we can just take a deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale a ha out of the mouth, like an actual audible ha. You inhale through the nose and exhale out of the mouth. Doing that, just so simple. Just sit down or even lie down, and just take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out of the mouth is incredibly helpful to your nervous system, helping you downregulate. The breathing to me is an integral part and something everybody can do no matter their circumstances. Even if you're labored in your breathing or you've got stuff going on, you can still try and calm yourself down by slowing your breath and using some of those techniques of just inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth, or inhale through the nose, exhale out of the nose, slowly, measured, counting if you'd like. Inhale 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, or however long you can. Maybe it's 2 seconds, doesn't matter. Anything where it's going to bring you to a place of just calming down and slowing down that heart rate, I think is a really great entry point for helping us through this. It sounds so cliche as a yoga teacher to say, just breathe. But there's a lot of science behind that.
That's actually really true, Giselle. So I know for centuries, yoga maestros have recommended deep breathing, and recently in the last couple of years they've actually found a pathway from the back of your brain where your breathing center is all the way to your frontal lobe in animals that has suggested that as you deep breathe you are literally calming your frontal cortex. So for those super Western medicine people out there, the idea is really well vetted by elite data now, and I think the cost of doing this is 0 and the upside is massive.
Huge.
So I'm trying to do this at least 2 or 3 times per day, and I think the other part of it from a science perspective is if you consistently try deep breathing, you're going to be increasing your lung capacity a little bit, and that's probably one of the best things you can do to avoid perhaps getting some of this, just clearing out anything in your lungs. So both sides of this equation point towards doing it, and the cost is 0.
And it's strengthening, in many ways. It strengthens the diaphragm, it strengthens the lungs. Also for your doctor friends and anyone who's into all this stuff, there's the vagus nerve that gets stimulated when you're doing deep breathing. I think it's the 10th cranial nerve. And it's the one nerve, I think, that distributes mostly throughout the body and impacts most organs. So something for your doctor friends and for people that are interested in this kind of thing to really investigate the impact of deep breathing on the vagus nerve, and how the vagus nerve then in turn supports more of a parasympathetic experience or response when we do move into deep breathing, and how that's going to impact our mental state as well, and soften a lot of that anxiousness and dread and depression that people might be dealing with. So breathing is a huge strategy, and like you said, costs nothing other than time and a little bit of effort.